Hi, my name's Becca, and I have known Heather for 5 years now, and I'm here to talk a little bit about the symptoms that she has to face every single day living her life with Lyme disease. I've seen Heather at her very best, and I've seen her at her very worst. I remember there was a time I was in town for a concert, and I met up with Heather just to catch up since we hadn't seen each other for a while. And prior to me arriving in town, she had been in the hospital because her hand swelled up 3 times its normal size. And while she was in the hospital, she couldn't get the attention and the treatment that she needed because in Canada, it's illegal to treat Lyme once it's in a chronic stage. So the doctors were very reluctant to help her, but they did have an infectious disease specialist come down and take a look at her hand, and they ended up opening up one of her knuckles down to the bone to see what was going on inside of her hand, and they couldn't really find anything wrong. So when I met up with Heather, I saw how swollen her hand was. I saw the bandages. I saw the bruises from them cutting her knuckles open. It was really devastating to see, and it's shocking to see how Lyme can take over your entire body and you can't do anything about it. Heather has difficulty breathing. She has chest pains and migraines. She has swollen joints in her hands that become so painful she can't write or type, which of course, swollen joints and all the constant pain causes problems with taking care of household chores like folding laundry, vacuuming, doing your dishes. No matter how hard you try, it's a huge struggle. It's incredibly painful. Simple little tasks that we all take for granted become like scaling a mountain to Heather. Her nervous system has a malfunction and her body swells with edema from head to toe. She has unexplained hair loss. She has memory loss, both short-term and long-term. There have been days where she will be out somewhere with a friend, and then the next day she has absolutely no recollection of what happened when she was out with her friend. She has chronic sore throats and searing pain in her neck. Sensitivity to light and sound, simple little sounds that most people probably wouldn't even hear can become very distressing when you have Lyme. She has panic attacks and anxiety attacks, difficulty reading and difficulty comprehending information. She has brain fog, which makes you feel like your head is literally stuck in a thick fog. You can't comprehend anything that people are telling you, or that you may be reading, or even performing very simple tasks become impossible when you are stuck in brain fog. She has unexplained shaking, plus numbness and tingling in her body. She's had shingles several times just this year, and since she has Lyme written on her medical charts, when she goes to the hospital, more often than not she is turned away because the doctors see that she has Lyme. And so they are afraid to treat her, so she can't get the medications that she would need to help treat the shingles. And therefore she has severe nerve damage from having shingles multiple times and not getting any help to help take them away, take away the pain, and prevent the nerve damage. Lyme can cause a person to become overly emotional. She has sleep apnea, nausea, swollen lymph nodes and glands, and also has fibromyalgia, which I'm very familiar with fibro. I've had it for 9 years, and our symptoms are very similar. I know how hard it is for Heather to get up every day and fight, but when you have a chronic illness, you have no choice. You have to get up and you have to keep going even when you want to stay in bed and give up. So since we can't treat Lyme in Canada, Heather has to travel to the US in order to get all of her antibiotics, which costs thousands of dollars every few months. And of course, it's not covered by any type of medical insurance since chronic Lyme is not recognized in Canada. So Heather really needs our help. Even the price of giving up your cup of coffee for the day can help Heather continue to get the treatments that she needs. I have seen Heather prior to treatment, and I've seen her now that she has been receiving treatment, and she is making phenomenal progress. And I can't believe how strong she is, how dedicated that she is to getting herself well again. And I think if you knew Heather like I do, you would absolutely adore her. She is a wonderful human being. She cares about people so intensely. She's an incredible photographer. You can see in the background behind me, I have some snowy owls on my wall. Those were all taken by Heather. I've been out photographing with Heather, owls and ospreys, and while it was an awesome experience to see those animals, it was even more thrilling to see how happy Heather is out in that element. And the more that treatment she can get, the healthier and stronger she's going to become, and she can continue to do the things that she loves, and she can be around the people that she loves. So I hope all of you will take this message into consideration and hopefully help Heather get more medication, help her recover. She needs us to help her get better. She can't do this fight alone. When you have a chronic illness, you need to have a support system. It's one of the most important things that you can have besides your medications and your doctors. So thank you for listening, and I hope you will help us help Heather.